Hello Darts Nutz. I'm going to do a review of the Target Distinction Capricorn with the Pixel grip. These are a 90% tungsten dart, 24 gram. There's also a 22 gram version, and they have a titanium nitride performance coating. This is the gold nitride is on the front of the barrel, black nitride on the rear of the barrel, and it says Distinction in the middle, so must refer to that little natural bit in the middle. Advanced grip technology, which is the Pixel grip. These retail for around £54. I did review the if I can get them out of the box, the original Distinction models that came out a while back, and now they've been updated with the Pixel grip, and they come in a slim box, and they're already fitted with the stems and flights inside this foam insert. And on the back you've got your little Target pamphlet with the weight guarantee, which says 24.1 grams, and the darts are fitted with the short Pro Grip stems, and I'm not sure what the flights are. Target Pro Grip stems, doesn't say what the flights are, but anyway they're a standard or small standard shape. It's a very nice looking dart. So let's have a close look at the barrels. Right then, here's a close look at the Capricorn Distinction with the Pixel grip. It's fitted with quite a short silver point, and it's got a rounded bull nose to the front of the barrel, and the front half of the barrel has got the gold nitride pixels and a couple of gold bands. The pixels are smaller than what they normally are. It feels really very grippy as well. Actually seems to feel more grippy in reverse. I don't know. It seems more grippy that way than it does that way. It's kind of a unique feel. I push my thumb that way, it really grips. Still grips that way, but I think it does feel more grippy that way. It looks kind of different as well with the pixels. It's almost like as if it's a reverse kind of a grip almost. And around the middle you've got this natural band, and then on the rear half of the barrel it goes into the black nitride, and the pixels on the rear of the barrel, they look as if they're made up of very small squares with slightly bigger ones in the middle, and then very small square pixels again. I'd say that's probably a high medium on the rear of the barrel. Definitely feels a high level of grip on the front. Feels very nice to grip there. It's not quite as grippy on there, but it's still got a fair bit of bite. And the middle section, you can feel the edges of the rings around the middle, but I think that section is definitely where it's most grippy. Then you've got your sharp Pro Grip shafts and the Target Distinction flights. So I'll let you look at the dart, then I'll put the detailed picture up with all the measurements. Okay, here's the detailed picture now. The darts are fitted with a 25mm silver point. The nose of the barrel is a tapered bull nose of 3.9mm. The front half of the barrel is made of these kind of reversed sloping rings with the Pixel grip in. It's quite deeply cut on them rings. That's 18.56mm wide, and then you've got 3 bands in the middle Two are the same width and the one in the middle is a bit narrower. The total width of them is 8.9mm, and then on the rear half of the barrel you've got a flatter square shaped ring, and the varying width of rings, and they've got the pixel grip cut into it, not quite as deep as what it is on the front. Starts off with some very narrow rings and then slightly wider ones, and then it goes narrower and gradually gets thinner as it gets towards the end. That's 19.5mm wide, and then on the very end it's a small taper of 2mm. The overall length is 52.57mm and the width is 6.56mm. Alright, I'll just measure the barrels. Barrel length is 52.57, so it's a fairly long barrel. It looks to be pretty much the same width all the way through, but I'll just measure the front. I suspect it's probably going to be the middle where it's widest. That says 6.5, and that section on the rear 6.5, and just a little bit bigger around that middle, 6.56. I'll weigh the barrels now, see how they match up. That is 24.17 grams. .16 grams. It's pretty close. And 24.2 grams. And the weight of the full setup is 25.71 grams. Right, I'll just find the balance point. I think it's pretty close to the middle, just around about there, and with the supplied setup just moves a little bit past the middle, not much. So that's the detailed look at the darts. I quite like that grip on the front section, it feels really nice. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. I'm holding the dart on this very grippy pixel grip on the front of the barrel. It's really nice and grippy, that maybe a little too grippy at times. Sometimes when I'm releasing it, it almost feels like the dart is sticking to my fingers. The thing that I do like about it though is that the bit hard to show you on the camera, but because the rings are kind of like curved, so it kind of helps a little bit releasing it as well, whereas I think the pixel grip that I've tried before is more of a square one, so this one kind of like sits onto your grip a little bit better. You can still feel the grippiness of the pixels, but because of that slightly kind of angled shape, it just releases that little bit better. That grip on the rear though is a bit more like what the original Carrera pixel grip is, the kind of a square shape, but it feels a little bit flatter on that rear section. I'm just going to have a few more throws there, then I'll try around the middle, and I'll try that grip on the rear as well. I'm not sure whether it's just the short stems, but it kind of feels heavier than 24 gram. I don't know what it is. I don't know, just the front of the dart kind of feels quite heavy. It's just kind of hard to explain. It just feels very dense and heavy weighted. Normally I throw with a medium stem, so whether it's because of the short stem pushing the weight closer to my grip, I don't know. I'm just going to have a throw from that middle section now, just to see what that's like. Actually feels worse a balance for me there. Let's give it one more throw. This is a little bit better, but definitely feels better for me holding it on the front grip. I'll try from that rear section. Still quite grippy there. It's even still grippy on that middle bit, but it's definitely mostly grippy on this front section. But I'll have a throw from there, see what that's like. Now, it's always worse for me holding it at the rear, but strangely it kind of felt a little bit better balanced than the middle there. Weird that. It's still definitely better balanced on the front though, and like I say, I can't really explain it. It just feels more grippy on that front. I'm not sure whether I've checked out. It's not really drilled out a lot, so can't really say why it feels so weighty at the front. Just it's strange really. But I'm just going to go back to that grip now. Oh well, there you go, the Target Distinction Capricorn. It's got a great grip on the front of the barrel, and like I said, for some reason it just has a very weighty feel to the front of it. Seems to suit my front grip though. Wasn't so good when I tried it from the centre, not really sure why, and it seemed to be better from the rear, but those grip positions are not my natural style of grip anyway, so, and also you can affect the balance with your stems and flights as well, so, but for me it was very nice gripping it from there, and I like that grip quite a lot. Sometimes it was a little bit too grippy and I felt it kind of sticking, but not very much. on the whole it was releasing quite well. That's a very nicely balanced for my front grip. So there you go, that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.